Again, Cassie was on the stand, getting cross-examined, and here's a little bit of a summary of what's going on with Cassie. I'm gonna play this and then I'm gonna get your thoughts.
News that we're following in Sean Diddy Combs' racketeering and sex trafficking trial. In just moments, Combs' ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, is set to retake the stand and face what we expect to be her final round of questioning under cross-examination. Court currently is on a short lunch break, but if you recall, the judge previously said that he wanted Ventura's cross-examination to wrap up before lunch today. Prosecutors have said that Ventura, who's nearly 9 months pregnant, could soon go into labor.
Over the last hour, the defense has been asking Ventura more about her 2018 rape allegation against Combs, Ventura's drug use, her mental health problems, and a 2014 threat that she made to a man who claimed he had seen a sexually explicit tape of her, also raised in court. The defense at one point asking Ventura, quote, "Do you still have love for him?" referring to Combs. And Ventura answered by saying, quote, "I have love for the past and what it was." Let's bring in court TV anchor and former prosecutor Julie Grant right now. Okay, Julie, what do you think of what you have been reading about what the defense has brought up today?
Brianna and Boris, good afternoon to you both. The defense is right when they say that Cassie Ventura is the most critical witness to this case. The defense is doing its job because what they're trying to do is bring out that she's not a perfect person, that they're saying she might have wanted to engage in these freak-offs on more than one occasion, that she was willingly staying in this relationship with Sean Combs, even though she knew that it was an abusive one. They're bringing out things that she said to other people that are less than flattering. All that being said, the government doesn't need to have a perfect victim. What the government has done this week essentially is establishing the sex trafficking crimes that they've charged Sean Combs with. And I would argue that they are well on their way to proving these crimes. A lot of people don't realize that with sex trafficking, you don't have to have movement anywhere. You don't have to go across state lines. A lot of times people confuse it with human smuggling. Here, somebody can be trafficked in their own home. All you really need is someone providing somebody else for that commercial sex act. And when I say commercial, I mean anything of value, not even necessarily money, to be given by force or coercion. And so
you on mute?
I'm sorry. Anyway, several different people went on to describe online that I follow that's in the courtroom and stuff to basically describe that the text messages was pretty damning once they cross-examined her, that she was the one that initiated a lot of these freak offs, that she was the one that was saying stuff like, "I can't go without it." Um, it was also revealed, I seen someone else say that she FaceTimed um she when she went to initially be with the person that's her husband a day, she cheated on him with Diddy, and he's seen them on FaceTime with Diddy busting her down, all kind of wild shit. So basically what they're establishing is that she is the person that initiated a lot of this. She is the person through the text messages that was, really the person that was saying that she wanted to set stuff up and all of that type of stuff. And so, the thing that she's blaming him for, that maybe she was culpable also. I want to get your thoughts on it. Well, and I also want to get your thoughts on the husband slash former boyfriend slash husband, now her baby father. I want to get your thoughts on him too.
Slash
That's
cup.
the main thing that I really want to understand about y'all.
I think that he was her emotional support animal, doing all this fuckery, and they probably bonded over the trauma that they both are experiencing, and they set Diddy up for 20 M's.
Was that the number that she got?
Yup.
Okay.
Yeah, I after reading snippets of like her text messages, the emails, and them asking about the timeline, I've changed aside from the fact that she did get, beat by him, which I think is totally wrong. Like this is not excusing Diddy's behavior, but she has totally, in my opinion, spun this story to make her look like a victim, to make her look like she didn't want to be doing any of this, to make like no. Like even the thing with her husband, I saw that it said her and Diddy had, I guess, dinner together, and it was supposed to be a closure dinner. And at this time, she was with her dating her husband or with her husband. They had closure dinner. They were laughing, all this stuff, and they ended up going back to the hotel. And that's when she said he raped her. But then they asked, did you ever have relations with him after that? And apparently, like a year or two later, they both had consensual relations with each other again. When I saw a bunch of stuff about her being jealous of his relationship with Kim Porter, she wanted to have a relationship with his kids. She used to, and then even the time, even just you were in a relationship with one guy, you made up a flyer so that you could sneak to Miami to go hook up with Diddy in the first place. Then you hop from him to another guy. Like, no. I don't see somebody who was trapped. You had a lot of different opportunities, it would appear, to have exited stage left, and you didn't. And it seems like she's thinking that simply saying, I loved him, or when you're in love, you have these different emotions is enough to excuse the behavior. And to me, it just doesn't. A lot of time, well, let me not speak on DV, but yeah, no. I have a whole different view on Miss Cassie now.
So do you think that if you were on a jury based off of what you know personally, would you convict him based off, for what he's being charged for?
Me personally, I would not, because what I learned from when I did jury duty, y'all wouldn't believe it, but a lot of the jury was mad at me. Like I was one of the reasons why we took forever, because
Oh, we
they
know.
Oh,
No. For whatever reason,
100%, nigga. You have 80 billion
but let me
questions,
tell you,
nigga.
no. But
we're not surprised here.
because there was I'm not trying to like divert, but this man chanced going to prison for like 4 or 5 years, and it was really caught up in what we thought about it. And the guy who came in to explain everything to us, he was like, you're gonna hear a lot of stuff that emotionally is gonna want you to just say this person deserves to go to jail or not, but you have to go by the law. So to me, no, I wouldn't convict him, because based off of what the charges are and what they're showing, they haven't proven anything. The one thing I did hear somebody comment on, I think he was an attorney, he said the one thing that Diddy will probably definitely get caught up with is something with the transportation of it, like him actually transporting the sex workers over. Like he might not be able to get over that part, but all of the other stuff, no. Her having somebody pee in her mouth, or even the DV stuff, that is not what the charges are. So
do you think she even cares at this point? She's already paid, and she's doing what she said that she was going to do for the prosecution, whether they win or not.
I would agree, Mika. I think that at this point, whatever the original understanding was that was laid at her feet of what we expect you to do when it comes to trial and all this, that she's just doing what she has agreed to do, months ago or years ago,
Right.
whenever. Yeah.
You can't even spell lose right, you dummy.
I would be surprised if her husband sticks around at this point. I think that he knew all of these things prior to engaging in a relationship with her, prior to having these children. But I think it's one thing to know these things, and it's another thing to have them put out in the public eye. And that's
I don't think that he knew everything.
I think he was probably there for a lot of it.
We never
And I'm
know.
tripping over
We
that
never
love
know
thing.
everything. We never know everything. No matter what a woman says, no matter how clean that she says that she's coming clean on 100% of everything that's going on, he probably knew a lot. He probably was familiar with the lifestyle. He probably seen some shit. I don't think that she showed him all of the text messages, that he was familiar with all of this. I don't believe that. I think that even he probably is listening like, damn, that shit's crazy. I don't think
Well,
he
and
going
how would you feel hearing that part about do you still love him? Like if he's so bad after all of this, you still have enough in your heart to say that you love that whatever her response was. Like, I don't know. For all we know, her being on that stand, she might have been having flashback moments. She might have been falling back into what it was, because they even said that Diddy like threw up a heart at her or drew like a heart in the
Let me
air or
tell you
something at
something,
her.
Carrie. Let me tell you something. He not going nowhere because he the Dusty. All right. He the Dusty that came up off of Diddy and Cassie. He won. He the main winner of this shit. A lot of people look at it like, oh man, I could never be with a girl like that. He probably is the catalyst behind, hey, we going broke out here. What is he doing? Like, what does this nigga really do to be able to validate the lifestyle that she came from? Because at the end of the day, women leave, like, even if they have a fling, let's say they get into a temporary situationship, they do that, but then they still be on some, damn, but it's a little dusty over here. So I think that the lawsuit probably bridged the gap. But the reality is, I think that she meant, look, if I had to guess, based off all of the shit that they experienced and looking at past videos of how excited she was when he had her cut her hair and shit like that, I think she still missed that nigga. I think she want her Diddy back. It's too late. You know what I'm saying? She already didn't cross the boundary. It's nothing that she'll ever be able to do. I think she missed that nigga in real life. She was jealous. She was jealous when she was in the relationship with him over the other situations that he was doing. I was listening to Hitmaker. Well, I forgot what his old name was. But he was doing an interview on
Young
Tank's
Bird.
Young Bird. And he was talking about a meeting, and he later admitted it on another platform who the girl was, but he was talking about a meeting that he had with Diddy where he said he was I just gotta find it. I don't even want to describe this shit. It sounds wild. But I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna play it for y'all, and it should be pretty funny. But I think she missed that nigga.
Was she getting payments from Diddy before the whole lawsuit?
I have no idea. No,
Is
he
that
probably
true?
just let her go.
Oh.
I,
I think it's easy to
if he's the
relationship.
trainer, isn't he getting paid from Diddy? So I would assume that he was getting paid well.
Who, the trainer?
Mm-hmm.
Not as well as Cassie.
I think he
Maybe not to the
got
tune of
paid.
20, 30 million, but they usually, those celebrity trainers, they make a lot.
And the thing is, if there was no prenup, he can easily just walk out, take half this money, and keep it moving, and kind of keep his dignity intact. Well, what's left of it, to say, well, I didn't know all of that, and play whatever victim role he wants to play, and then, ride off
Unless he was
with his millions.
unless he was down with it, because they said that she had this like breakdown all of a sudden in 2023, and she became, well, I think like suicidal. She told him she was going to end her life and she was going to run out into traffic, and he stopped
Oh,
her.
that's what he was trying to lead in.
Or it's or it's a lie.
Let me play this. I went and found it. Check this out. I'm gonna play this with y'all. Because all of the old interviews and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It started to resurface and then it turns into something else. Check this out.
Oh, while we're talking about trainers, I want to say, oh wait.
I was at a famous person's house, and I was working with a bunch of other famous people before they were famous. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was on the come up or whatever. We in Hollywood, blah blah blah, and the famous person who house it was wanted to have a meeting with me. So I go to the living room or whatever. But it's another famous person with him that's a lady that's giving him a hand job under the covers of the like he's sitting on the couch or whatever. But
During the meeting?
During the meeting, like and she's a famous girl. Like we know, beautiful.
Is she looking at you like, yeah, nigga, this is what I'm on?
Meanwhile, she wasn't his girlfriend. The famous girlfriend is also in the house while this is happening too, just floating around. In the meeting.
Yeah, in the meeting. So he's talking to you though.
Like how we talking right now, boy. He getting a full hand job and his eyes ain't left contact with me.
You are not allowed. You are not allowed to look at me while you are getting a hand job.
But did she look at you?
No, they was in their own thing. I think they were on some enhancements. You know what I'm saying?
You can't look at me.
So that's my point. Now, what it
Why is Tank lying?
That's awkward.
Listen though.
Why is Tank lying?
It was later insinuated and revealed to be, I believe, Diddy, but then I think Cassie was the girl that was just chilling and walking around. That was a famous chick. And I believe it was Drea, the girl that was given a hand job.
Drea
Michelle?
Yes.
Oh wow.
The thing that I was trying to figure out is, dog, I'm not sitting and looking on nigga in the eye and having no meeting while he getting a hand job, dog. I don't know where they make these people at, because like as crazy as the story is, I'm not about to sit there and look at a nigga in the eye while you getting a hand job. Like, yeah, so we having this meeting or no?
But after you probably seen it so many times, it's just like, whatever.
No, it ain't never gonna be normal. Like, I'm not talking to a dude while a chick.
When he finishes, you're just looking. Where are you looking?
I'm be like, hey man, hey dog, I'm out, bro. You a weird ass nigga, bro. I'm out of here, bro.
But they already know he's weird.
No, I'm not sitting there and looking you in the eye and talking to you. That sounds crazy. That just sound crazy.
I don't know.
I just want to know why Tank was lying though.
Why you say he was lying?
Because he he's gonna be looking that man in his face, and he know he gonna try and see what's going on.
We have a request, Anton. Add that to the gay list. Don't look a man in his eyes while he's getting a hand job.
That's self-explanatory.
That's weird, bro.
I think that goes to number one.
I want to say this about that.
Thanks,
I think the whole trial is I think it's fake. Like this whole thing is all a setup. Like,
what do you mean?
From Cassie being pregnant, the timing of it, all this shit is to really take this dude down. What's so funny?
What do you mean her being pregnant? What is it?
Like the timing of it. They could have went to trial a while ago. The timing of it is too perfect. Everything is too perfect. Like they trying to take this dude down. They really are. And there's no, if anything, I think Cassie was the one in control. If anything, I think she's the one controlling all this shit. Cause how is she saying, oh, I'm ready for the freak offs, all this shit? Like, we was told that she didn't want to partake. Right? That's what it just was. She didn't want to partake. But she's fully complicit. Then she's in control. Then all the rumors that she was going to find the certain dudes, she was going to find the men, she was really out there recruiting the men. She was probably in control of all this shit. For real. But don't nobody want to say that part.
He sounded like his right hand. And then it sounds like at the end when she finally was tired of it, that's when she was like,
I don't think she was really tired of it.
And the lawyers are fake. And what do you mean by it's fake?
I don't think she was tired of it. I think that she got caught up with this dancer nigga. I think Cassie is I think she a freak, bro. I think she was a freak way before Diddy. He just brought all of the freak into her life.
Well,
Man,
you saw some of
I'm
her
just not going
messages,
with it,
right?
bro. Like we for whatever reason we think these women that got these innocent looks ain't diabolical, bro. I think she is. Man, listen, bro.
Her messages showed it. She when Diddy she hit Diddy up a couple of times saying that she wanted to get down. When he would say he's horny, she's like, I was just thinking the same thing. And nah.
Oh, she is. I think she evil, honestly.
You
The
see
one
this
thing that we can
movie?
say about Puff, we can criticize his lifestyle and how overly freaky he is, but we know who Puff is. Like, that's not a secret. You know what I'm saying? I think that she truly diabolical, bro.
Yeah, she got this trainer dude all wrapped up into that shit, man. Like, this shit crazy. 3 kids in, all in.
Where'd he go?
Did we lose Slimmy?
Yeah, what was Cassie's first song?
Probably Me and You, I think.
Me and You.
Yep.
No.
Whoa.
But remember, Ryan Leslie already had her album done.
And that's crazy. They were together for 3 years.
Quentin, don't
And
you
she
ever do
started
the
pulling
fan.
that stuff.
Don't ever do that fan.
What?
Don't ever do that fan.
I know how to do the little leg thing.
Oh my God.
You don't have no drawers on.
What is what are you talking about?
Your hips and your booty just moving. It's too much.
Mika is wild.
Is it laundry day, Quentin?
What? Like, I don't know where you got that from.
Now you don't know where I got it from. You was the one that told me.
Y'all know little Miss Shirley.
He said when he goes to the airport, he free balls.
Thank you,
Pete.
Slimmy left just in time. Man, Slimmy left just in time.
What happened?
Just because y'all niggas can't be y'allself because y'all scared of being gay don't mean I can't, you bitch ass
Slimmy
nigga.
left just in time. Jesus.
Quentin must have had his slogans going.
No, nigga, I did my fan dance.
No.
Shit.
No, he was
Tell
jiving.
him to get away with it.
Whoa. I got my boots on.
This is day 2 of this. This is literally day 2 of him in this song.
Oh my God. Dog, don't you ever do that dance again.
Also, while we're talking about trainers, I like to shout out my trainers, Sean and Danny, for uncovering my superhero jawline.
Hold on, Kim. Did you tell him don't do that? Or are you supporting this?
I may or may not have said that I have his fan, and he told me that men don't use the fan.
What?
You have to do a fist bump.
What was that? What was that right there?
This?
That's part of the noise they're gonna.
Right. It's for the dance, Lemmy.
You about to dance now?
He just did.
He just did. You missed it.
Quentin did it. That's why I said you missed it.
No, I ain't missed shit.
And then Mika said,
nigga dance. That nigga ain't Chris Brown. I don't
Mika,
care.
I am, nigga. Actually, I am, nigga. But
Chris
whatever.
Brown, you'd be in jail. But
More like
I'm Chris Brown. I'm the free Chris Brown, my nigga.